The deals are official. Welcome back to Fog Football. Jota has joined Celtic from Rennes and Kyogo has joined Rennes from Celtic. And let's get stuck straight into it, alright? There could have been a separate vid for each of them, but it was announced at the same time. We've already spent pretty much the past 7 days talking about this transfer. So let's begin with Jota. Obviously left Celtic for £25 million not that long ago, 18 months ago. He's rejoined in a deal worth 9 million. Celtic making a great deal because it's a 5.5 year deal they've signed them on. And here, if Jota wants to go again, I don't think Celtic are going to get 25 million, right? Even if he has say he's like a great 18 months, right? And that takes his contract into 4 years, even though that's still a lot of money, right? So, holy shit, breaking news. Stuart Kettlewell resigns as Motherwell boss. Damn, over fan abuse. I think there'll be a separate vid on that, but that's just caught my eye there. Another casualty in the managerial department there. But back to Jota. Say Celtic sell him in 18 months' time. They're not going to get 25 million on him, let's just be brutally honest, but they won't care. I mean, they've literally been able to bring the guy back for as cheap as chips compared to what they actually sold him for. And obviously, it never worked out for him over in Saudi Arabia or really at Rennes. But to be honest, would it be better if his stats were great in Saudi and great in France? Obviously, right? Maybe he's not the player he once was, but the reality is, it's what he does when he wears the Celtic top. And whether or not he's playing second fiddle to Kuhn or he's playing second fiddle to Maida, Jota is a great, phenomenal backup to have. I mean, take it for my personal opinion, alright? Because Rangers' backup is Ross McCausland. Celtic's backup, potentially now Jota. Alright? That petrifies me, if I'm being brutally honest. Jota, I believe 83 games for Celtic, 28 goals and 26 assists. So that's 54 goal contributions in 84 games, whatever it is, 83 games. Whatever I said, that's a phenomenal return. Can he repeat that? He could. But let's be honest, that's fantastic. Even if you complete it half of that, you'd be like, oh, it's still good. And he's an explosive player, he's a big moments player, scored some phenomenal goals for them. So it's a good deal for Celtic getting Jota back. But obviously, there's another twist in that tale because Kyogo has joined Rennes. There was rumours yesterday floating about, the medical to Rennes has failed, and I've seen some people going, we don't want him back, we don't want a player who doesn't want to be here. And, I think that's fair enough. If Kyogo literally hand in a transfer request and told Big Brendan that he doesn't want to be there, you don't really want him at the club despite how great he is, because you want players who are pledging allegiance to the club and not looking for a move elsewhere. But obviously for Kyogo, 3.5 years at Celtic, trophies galore, leagues galore, and more than paid back his original fee for the club. Now, Kyogo did score 85 goals and 165 appearances for Celtic, with Rennes sporting director Frédéric Mazoara pointing out his great finishing qualities and work rate. He has a wealth of international experience, including in the Champions League. He knows what it's like to play at the highest level. This will help the team and provide new solutions for the coach with the aim of getting back to winning ways. Be honest, don't really know a lot about Ligue 1 football, don't really know a lot about Rennes, but I'm going to assume that Kyogo is going to go straight into that starting 11. Because, put it this way, right? I know most of us are like, why is he not going for a better club, right? Why is he not going to a better league than Ligue 1 or whatever? But if it's truly based on the fact he wants into the Japanese national team, then maybe going to Rennes, who, aren't exactly the greatest team in Ligue 1, but he's guaranteed to start. That has to be a factor in this. Because honestly, there's no one starting over him. You could argue, there's players keeping Jota out, and people might not feel there's much of a difference between Jota and Kyogo. Both special players. Obviously won a lot of things with Celtic. I would just put Kyogo above Jota. And that's not because he's left, folks. You can't be dubbing a guy the best since Larson and pretending that he's pish just for the sake of it. That's what that's pretty much what everyone's called it. And when you lose someone, if you're losing a player the best since Larson, right, it's obviously going to affect your team. And that's not any form of sly dig. That's just reality. If you're losing a player on that level of greatness, then you're going to get weaker. Now, if Celtic, obviously with the addition of Jota, right, coming back, and the striker they're linked with from Brøndby, which she's Gordon, whatever you call him. Here, you're getting a guy much younger, highly thought of around Europe, highly wanted around Europe. Celtic fans might view that as an upgrade, and you know what? It depends on what the kid does if he did come, but obviously you'd be getting a guy with a bigger sell-on fee than what Kyogo's ever going to offer at the age of 30. But anyway, guys, that is it. The deals are official. The deals are complete. I'm sure I'll be labelled a bitter hun for this video, even though I didn't do anything. But you know what? I love it. Fucking get them fired then. Can't get enough of it. Anyway, hopefully my team makes some wee cheeky loans to buy and spend some of that Kieran Doyle money at some point, probably, even though we've managed to loan him out to Birmingham while doubling his wages at the same time. Anyway, till then, peace.